Hey there, Alan here from RVAcrossAmerica.net, and I'm here. I made it to the belly of the beast. It's late evening on Monday evening, so forgive me if I look like a mess. It was 112 degrees earlier today. I drove into Las Vegas, coming in from the Arizona side. You have a gradual decline getting into the towards the city, but you have a nice view of the mountain range separating southern Nevada from California, and it's an impressive mountain range, and even one of the mountains off to the northwest of Las Vegas still has snow on it. So if you watch carefully on that video, probably following what I'm doing right now, look for it. It's kind of cool. Vegas is everything I thought it would be. It's a mess. Took time to get over to the Strip today. Mostly just to see where the hotel is and also to go over to a Fry's retail store to pick up a microphone. Boy, am I going to have some thoughts on retail stores coming up very soon. That's just another, I'll tell you, I'm not going to go off on it right now. Why am I here? I'm in Vegas for a conference called FreedomFest. It's freedomfest.com. And this is all about libertarianism. You know, when I think about libertarianism, I think about the founders. And the founders were all about independence and freedom. They did not want to exist under a strong thumb central government, particularly one that was across the ocean and really didn't represent them. And they were about freedom. And to me, that's what RVing is about. That's why when I heard about this conference, I spoke with the conference developers and I said, I'd like to come along as a member of the media and interview some of the people who are presenting. So I'm going to turn to you and I'm going to look for a little bit of advice from you, because the conference is Monday night as I record this. It doesn't begin until Wednesday, and I'm going to try and get this up immediately so that I can get some feedback from you guys either on YouTube. I'll put together a real quick post on my site and, see if you have some thoughts. Why is that? Well, when I think of issues that impact travelers, full-time travelers, RVers, if you will, I think about things like healthcare, the costs of healthcare, and getting coverage as you travel from state to state. I believe that's an issue for some travelers. Prescription drugs also, the availability, of course the cost, and how to get refills, again, if you're traveling state to state. Some people it's not an issue, other people it's a big issue. Gun laws. We have a Second Amendment in this country, and I hold that near and dear. But there are some states that have severely restricted the Second Amendment. New Jersey is an example, my home alma mater, although I haven't been there for years. Now, if you have a magazine which has the capacity for more than 10 bullets, I believe it's a felony. As a traveler, you have what you have, and it's hard to stay on top of every state's rules and regulations. I kind of think that maybe there ought to be something on the federal level that addresses that to protect the Second Amendment for travelers. The concept of earning income on the road, earning income from anywhere. I know already there's at least one person and maybe two presenters I'm going to be speaking with at Freedom Fest that are going to be talking with me about that. And I'm going to bring that to you. And this is not network marketing, multi-level marketing, none of that stuff. This is legitimate ways to make some extra money. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear, what are your concerns, especially if you're a full-timer or thinking about becoming a full-timer. What do you think something that would be along the lines of a libertarian conference where there may be experts in various areas, if you could ask them a question, what would you want to ask them? And I will. I'll be checking my my posts and the feedback and the questions and all that very carefully over the next couple of days. But again, to me, when I think libertarianism, it comes down to having a spirit of independence and enjoyment of the freedoms that we have here in this country that I hope we all hold sacred. And, putting that into application, putting that into use as a traveler. Over the last several weeks, if you've been following my posts at rvacrossamerica.net, I've been to some very remote areas, I've been to some very cool areas, and now I'm back into a city, which is a real eye-opener because it's been a few years since I've been in a city this big, and society's changed. It's not a pretty picture out there. I'll share more with you about that soon. But hey, give me some feedback. If you're seeing this on YouTube, hey, subscribe. And if you're seeing it on my website, rvacrossamerica.net, we'll put forward slash freedom. All right, / freedom. And we'll take it from there. Okay? Stay tuned. You're going to see my drive into town earlier today. Take care. Here we are. We're just a few miles outside of Vegas, coming in from the east or northeast into Vegas, so I'm headed southwestward. You can see the mountains off in the distance. You can see, if you look closely, the beginnings of the city. I mean, I actually began to see the city of Vegas maybe 20 miles out, because again, you're a few hundred feet above it, and you see it off to the left. I do some panning, I think, in a moment to make it a little bit easier to see the direction we're generally headed. And then there's another very brief segment where, if you look carefully off to the front right, here's that panning. So again, from this video, you should be able to see the city off to the front left after that motorhome gets out of the way. And then when we shift gears, here we go. Now we're going to be looking over at mountain range off to the front right, just about a little bit right of Dufront, and that's a tall mountain, and it's got snow on it. Anyway,